Alright, here's my 91 Chevy G20 that I actually bought to have an 18 van made out of it. Fantastic. But I could never find anybody to work on it, and when I did have the money, I couldn't find anybody to work on it. Now that I don't, I just did it myself. Spray paint. Now, I know the red line's supposed to be on top of the hood, but I think it looks better down here. My personal opinion. These are the correct rims, presumably. Video Bob says these rims are supposed to have an oval washer, but these don't have an oval hole. These have a regular hole. And I know they are American Racing rims. I do have the center cap for them. I'm not putting it on there though, because I don't think it looked right. For one, I've gone and done all the steering components and shit on this tie rod end. Why does that look loose? Who knows? Probably is. Doesn't even look like there's grease in it. But I put 2 squirts and it just came out of it, so whatever. Shocks. These shocks are a bitch to change. You might as well just cut the bolts off if they've been on there at any point in time. I just kind of tried to bust some rust off it and spray painted it, because I might have to drive it through the winter. Bought these tires about 3.5 years ago. Hell, maybe 4. Because I only had about 1.5 years left on them before they weren't going to be able to be used. They were $700 back then. They're like $900 now. These rims were a bastard. I spent 2, maybe 3 days taping up all this black, because this was all chrome. At one point I thought maybe I just put them on there chrome, but it wouldn't have looked right. I mean, they don't look great right now. They're dirty. I guess brake dust or something, I don't know. New rotors and the hub, which is the same piece. And there's already paint. I put 3 coats of paint on it, but there's already stuff coming off it. And they screwed it up when they put it on there. They had problems getting the lug nuts in because the spray paint got down in the hole, so they had to do a little bit of filing or sanding on it or something or other. But this van's not in very great shape. I mean, we got problems with that rocker panel. What the hell's that hanging out of the door? Door's got a hole in it. Somebody decided, yeah, we'll just not even rivet, just screw on a piece of sheet steel. Did the same thing back here. But I mean, got a rust spot there, rust spot here. You can see it. And I literally just spray painted right over everything. These decals, couldn't get them off. Well, I could get it off with the heat gun, but then it takes it right down to the bare metal. I'll show you on the other side what happens when you do that. Had to get these new mirrors. They were about $90. Like I said, I just eyeballed this one too. Didn't really measure anything. Just threw up some tape and rattle canned it. But yeah, I get compliments on it every day, pretty much. I said these grills, I'd like to put the GMC grill in it. I bought one. I don't know if it'll fit, because I actually think it's for a pickup truck. It had the double light piece on it. But I don't know, maybe you can see this. I can't really. What happens when you take off that sticker, then you've got paint, bare metal, paint. I mean, sanding this thing's a bastard. You can see there was stuff up here. So it kind of looks worse. I don't know, maybe worse than just painting right over the sticker. But I messed with it for a while. Got this front fender about halfway decent. But it was a shit ton of work. So I just spray painted over it. Alright, now this one's got rust and hole in the floor. Underneath here, everything's just rusted and rotted to shit. Over there by the seat, you can see where it rusted right straight through. And this is 5 years newer than the other one. So much to my surprise, when I took up the rubber mat and shit, it was all rusted to hell. This one I went and spray painted the walls and the ceiling black. Pulled up this wood, swept it off. There was a rust hole back there by the wheel well, right through and gone. But other than that, there was just some couple other spots. I was gonna hook that stereo system up, but I haven't gotten around to it. I got the doors. I pulled all the armrest off. All I did was primer this dash. Primered that vinyl. Put like three coats on it. I like that color, so I stuck with that color. Still got a piece over here to do. Didn't really mess with it because this got a set screw on it, and it looks like it's messed up. I don't know if you can see it. It looks like it's kind of messed up, so I didn't really mess with it. Work in progress. Like I said, I've been spray painting it. These things were blue. I spray paint primered those, but I only got one coat, and it was gonna rain. So once I can find that primer again, I'll redo those. It's got the newer style radio on, like the 86 with the 18 van radio, which on the 86 does work. But I got a insert kit in one of them Walmart jobbies put in there. But yeah, finding stuff for these vans is hard. It is, really is. Like he said, them rims are hard to find. They're hard to come by. They're worth a pretty penny, you know, to somebody who wants an 18 van anyway. But you know, just finding like steering knuckle. When I busted off the pins in the steering knuckle, trying to get the caliper out, couldn't find one. On eBay, somebody had one for like $400, so I robbed it off the 86. But I'll take it down to the fab or the machine shop, have them get it out of there. But that's her. It's my 91 18 van, but not quite till I get the spoiler, which I might be getting here in a week or two. Selling my bike today, so maybe I'll take $700 of that money and grab me a wing. It ain't the 18 van without the wing. Of course, I know I need the visor too, but I'm not too worried about that, and I really don't care about the brush guard. Anyhow, my 91 Chevy 18 van G20.